Sam Bankman-Fried is at it again, this time pleading for politicians to return their donations. Take a look at this headline. FTX asked politicians who received Bankman-Fried's donations to return the money. The confidential letter, air quotes in that, escalate a fight over what could be $93 million in campaign contributions. So here are the details. In the confidential messages sent to numerous political figures and action groups, FTX and its debtors are backing up their demand for the return of money donated by Bankman-Fried prior to the company's bankruptcy in November, with the threat of legal action. Y'all gonna give us back our money, or we are going to sue you. Thank you, Guardian, for laying this out here for us. And any politician or group that does not make a voluntary refund, yeah, they just might be sued. Yet experts say recovering payments to politicians and charities are likely to be one of the easier parts of the bankruptcy process for FTX. Let's look at this. Beto O'Rourke, a Democratic former candidate in the US Senate and gubernatorial races in Texas, sent back a check for $1 million from Bankman-Fried in November, 1 week before FTX imploded. $1 million. Yeah, this is how deep this dude was getting into these races all across the country. And now remember, Bankman-Fried pleaded not guilty to criminal charges that he defrauded investors in FTX. Why? Because Bankman-Fried and other members of FTX leadership donated large sums to charities, endowing the FTX Foundation and FTX Future Fund to promote his interests. Bankman-Fried and his colleagues siphoned off billions of dollars in customer funds from FTX to spend on luxury properties, other investments, and yes, you got it, political contributions. Let's take a look at this. Here are some of Bankman's top PAC contributions. So we got Protect Our Future PAC, $27 million. House Majority PAC, that is when the Democrats were in control. Let's be very clear, super PAC supporting House Democrats, $6 million. GMI PAC, Incorporate, a group supporting crypto-friendly candidates, $2 million. American United, super PAC supporting Latino House candidates, and SMP, super PAC supporting Senate Democrats. There you got it, folks, all up in there. And they, one of these PACs definitely supported the person that ran against me, Dan, in my race, the last race. Yeah, your thoughts?
I love the angle with the FTX Sam Bankman-Fried story that, you know, outsiders say, oh, he was this big donor for the Democratic Party, and so therefore he's a big Democrat or whatever. You hear the guy speak, he sounds like a conservative pundit talking about Democrats and woke stuff, right? Like, it's not very convincing, and it kind of goes to show this. He calls it effective altruism. I kind of call it white man's burden 2.0 for the 21st century, because it's this idea that, okay, I as a benevolent rich person am going to get as much money as I can and then spend it where I best see fit. And of course, if this was like an actual political person, then, you know, there are many better places outside the political system, let's say for environmental justice, climate change, world hunger, things your money could better off be spent. But no, he went to the Democrats thinking that, okay, that's going to be the better idea. And the ending result of that is Sam Bankman-Fried, I mean, all those people, all those different groups you're talking about, willingly taking those money, because they always take money from wealthy people all the time. So this is another example, because we were just talking about it before, where at the end of the day, the Democrats need to get out of this habit of taking wide, like huge amounts of money from random, generous mega donors, because usually it comes with some sort of like thing in return. This time it's a bounce check. So maybe they'll learn their lesson. They won't learn their lesson.
Oh, Dan, they will not learn their lesson. But you're absolutely right. And again, to the constituents, to the people who live in these communities, it is a disservice to Big Mama, Big Papa, and their children and their children's children, because it gives outside voice to people with a lot of money. And then the point that this benevolent, mega donor is going to decide where this money goes. And what he's going to strategically do is pick the people who will bend policy to his favor. I mean, the person that I ran against was actually on committees that oversaw cryptocurrency. I mean, follow the money. And it's not just in Ohio 11th, it happens all over the country. So the whole notion of representative democracy, hell, is being tainted. We have a problem in the United States of America. And so for all the nice things that we want, all of the ways that we want to change material conditions, all of those things will be thwarted if in fact we do not elect people to office who don't have to answer to owner donors. This is a challenge, America, and we need to deal with that no matter what side of the political ideological spectrum we are on. Let's do this.